What's going on YouTube? It's your boy John B. Come back to you guys with a brand new haircut tutorial. So for this week's haircut, we're going to be doing a comb over with a mid-bald fade. So first I'm going to start by pinning his hair up and determining where his part's going to go. He's not going to have a hard part though, he just gets a natural part. As you can see, he does not come all the time for his haircut, so this will be a decent transformation, and I hope you guys can see the ending because it comes out really clean. So first we're just going to part it just to where the hair goes, lay it down nice. Then we're going to go with a number 3 guard all the way closed, and you're just going to make your first guideline, or actually not even a guideline, just cleaning up the base so you can put it in your first guideline without making too much of a mess, and you can kind of see where the fade will start. So first I'm going to make my first guideline going up all the way about to his temple, or match with his eyebrows, and I'm going to drop it a little bit in the back. And I'm using my zero gap FX trimmers. These are sharpened, so if you see why they cut so clean, that's the reason why. And I'm just going to be consistent with this guideline and make sure to even on both sides. Next, I'm going with my shaver. This is the FX3 shaver as well. This is my favorite shaver just because of the feel of it. It just feels so smooth in your hand, and I like that it shows the battery life on it as well. And I barely even charge this thing. I charge it maybe once every 2 days. And so I'm gonna go up to the line, but not all the way to the point where I'm taking that line out, because you want it to make it easier on yourself to blend that line out. Next, I'm going to go with my lever all the way open, and I'm going to make about a finger's width guideline. And I'm going to go over it multiple times to make sure it's all at a lever open. Next, I'm going to go with my lever closed, and I'm going to flick at that bottom line, little tiny strokes just to not go up too high, because you don't want to bring the fade up higher. We're just on our first guideline, so you don't want, this is like the base, you don't want to mess this part up. Just remember to use your corners. As you can see, I'm using it right here. Just use your corners and flick out like a C motion. That way you don't, like I said, bring the fade up higher. Next, I'm going with my number 1 guard, and I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the lever open. Have the number 1 guard with the lever open and go up about another finger's width. Go over it multiple times as well so I can keep the fade balanced. Next, I'm gonna go with my clip over comb technique, and this isn't really like fading into the top because I'm just trying to clean it up just so I can see the fade better. So I'm just gonna go at a 90-degree angle, maybe even more, just so I'm not digging into the top. And you can also clip over comb in different directions. It's totally up to you. As long as it's at a 90-degree angle, you shouldn't mess that up. Next, I'm going on my half guard. Start with the lever open once again and close it the lower you go. But do not pass where you went with the number 1 guard lever open, because, you know what I mean? Like I said again, you don't want to bring that fade higher. Alright, so after that step, I'm going with my number 1.5 guard, lever all the way open, And I'm not going to really make a harsh guideline. I'm just going to go up a little bit, try to blend into the top as much as possible. And I'm going to close it the lower you go. I'm not even going to go midway, just closed. And use your corners again, like I said, as you can see. This fade is coming together, and my last step after this is just the number 1 guard. I'm using my number 1 guard. This step is going to be kind of fast, so just start with the lever open and close it the lower you go. Finishing touches, I'm going to go with my clipper over comb once again and just blend out that last part just so it blends well into the top. Next, I'm going to start my lineup. I'm going to pin his hair up and try to keep it as natural as possible. He isn't that strong with his hairline in the front, but I'm going to put some enhancements to make it look a lot better. But I am going to go with my number one guard all the way closed just to taper it a little bit. Just because you don't want those hairs like hanging over too much. But don't go too high either because you don't want to ruin the haircut. So start from the middle and work your way to the sides. Next, I'm just gonna trim off about 1 inch. Like I said, I don't really need to ask him how much he wants off because I already know how much he wants off because I've been cutting his hair for years. So I usually take off like maybe 1 inch just because he barely comes. I'm just gonna go all around the head and try to clean that part up. Next, moving on to enhancements. So these enhancements may be a little darker than I usually do it, just because I tried to make my own. But to be honest, it didn't come out as good as I thought with the enhancements. Like, I think I made it a little too thick, but it's okay because, you know what I mean, that's how you get better. You just try new things. And I'm going back to my other enhancement I was using where it wasn't this dark, but it still comes out good. Like, it don't look too fake, you know what I mean? So after I use my enhancements, I like to go over again with my trimmers just to move the enhancement around a little bit and clean it up. And if you made it this far in the video already, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And share my video as well if this helps you guys. Tag me on Instagram. I'm trying to reply to whatever DMs that I get. It's really, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's dope that I got an audience watching my videos. And if it helps you, then that's dope too. But if you just like watching just because, that's also cool. Next, I'm going with my straight razor, and I'm just gonna go up and down, little tiny strokes, just to get this lineup even more crispier than it already is. Remember to use your thumb on your opposite hand just to stretch the skin to make it smoother. Next, I'm going to be applying gel. I didn't really use anything crazy, just regular gel, just because his hair looks nice just like that. And then after I put the product, I'm just going to start combing it out and beginning the shape of this comb over. I like to use 2 combs sometimes just because it's more helpful. It may look kind of weird, but I just like having 2 combs sometimes. And that's basically the end of the haircut. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next video. I'm out.